How did Generation X make it without Starbucks during the 80s? Starbucks was still just a small coffee shop in Seattle back then. It wasn't until the late 80s and early 90s that Starbucks started to show up on every corner block. When did you start drinking coffee? Share just how old you were in the chat. So how did Gen Xers live without $6? Well, we brewed our own coffee at home using Mr. Coffee makers with paper filters, and yes, you had to make a whole pot. There were no single-serve K-cups when we were young. Or we used Sanka instant coffee crystals. Now, if we had 30 or 40 minutes, we'd use our parents' old percolators, sat on the stove and made funny little squirting noises. Maybe you stopped by the local diner, White Castle or McDonald's for a cup of joe before trekking off to work out at Gold's Gym or a step aerobics class. Gen Xers like me got their caffeine fix from New Coke, Pepsi AM, Mountain Dew, and Jolt. All the sugar and twice the caffeine. If we were cramming all night for an early morning exam, we'd drop a quarter in the school coffee vending machine for a paper cup filled with mud that had poker cards printed right on them. You selected just how much creamer and sugar you wanted by pressing a couple of buttons. We never had to deal with post-pubescent baristas in the 80s. Gen Xers lived just fine without Starbucks. Follow me if you remember coffee vending machines. Where do you get your favorite cup of coffee today? Let me know in the comments below. I'll read and respond to each one. Like, share, and follow me for everything Gen X.